overall user experience has become critically important. So what Sony is doing is finding a variety of different ways for you to enjoy your entertainment and other forms of content without the restrictions imposed by boxes, frames, or other devices. The essence of this vision, Sony is calling LifeSpace UX. Now essentially what that means is we're taking your current life space, like a living room, for example, and finding a variety of solutions that allow you to enhance your experiences that you have in that area. Now, for the first demonstration, if you all can follow me this way, we are going to be taking a look at our tabletop display. So, at first glance, it seems pretty conventional, something you might have in your home already, an average lighting fixture, an average table. Now, while the table itself is pretty average, made of wood, nothing special there, the lighting fixture does a lot more than just project light. It actually has our super compact projectors built right into there that give you a very immersive experience when you sit down at your table. You folks can come right over here. Just be careful of that fixture. So I can sit down for my morning breakfast and I can enjoy things like the morning news. I can take a look at the local traffic in the area. I can even take it a step further and look at if there's anything on my calendar. If my wife left me any notes, I can take a look at those as well and arrange them. Another thing we can do is gather around with our family and friends and sort through our own personal content, such as pictures, or pictures or content that are sent from my brother who's on a skiing trip, or grandma and grandpa in Ohio in a completely different state. Essentially what we're doing is we're taking what you do in these 4 chairs and this one table and making a much more immersive interaction. Now we're able to get all of this accomplished because of our high quality camera sensors that allow you to do everything I just showed you and much more with a single touch. Now for the next demonstration, if we can move back to where we were. Yes. This is a projector, that is a sensor. Yes.
Sorry, where was the sensor?
If we can move back just a little bit so everyone can see. The next demonstration is going to be called the ceiling screen. So what appears to be 2 average lights are actually much more. Before I start into that, let's pretend like we're in our living room and outside is a dark and rainy and stormy day, which is pretty typical this time of year. But what if with one touch of a button, you could change the environment in your household and have a beautiful spring sky on the ceiling? So those 2 things that appear to just be lights are actually 2 laser short throw projectors that have a different lighting system in them to allow you to have this kind of experience. We also have some music playing from our in-ceiling speakers to be able to fully encompass the atmosphere we're trying to build. So no matter what is going on in the outside world, you can decide what environment you want in your living space. Now, for the next demonstration, I'd like to introduce you to our wall mount display. When not in use, it looks like a conventional mirror, something that you might find in your living room already, or something that goes along with your living room decor. But what if I'm walking along and I find some content that is interesting to me? With a single touch and very simple gestures, I can manipulate all the information that we have on here. We're using 3 high-resolution panels to bring all of this information to life. Now, if I can have everyone's attention for the world's first 4K ultra short throw laser projector. Now, as opposed to conventional projectors or TVs, you can place this extremely close to your wall and project up to 147-inch screen on your unused wall space. So now that wall space is going to become the center of your home theater solution. Seeing is believing, of course, so let's take a look and listen. Now, even when it's not in use, its very minimalistic design allows it to have a place within your home without hindering your current ambiance. So the whole idea here is that you don't have to adjust yourself. You don't have to adjust your lifestyle to the projector. You don't have to build a new room. You don't have to build a new house. This projector will adjust itself to your lifestyle and your current living space. We will be seeing this projector in the US summer of this year, 2014. Now, the number of different demonstrations I showed you today were all pretty captivating individually. But what would happen if we would put all four of them together? Imagine yourself in your living room, your wife, your kids, your family and friends. All of a sudden you're transported to underneath the ocean. You have the surface up top on the ceiling. You have the surrounding environment on your walls. And even right over here on our table, we have a view of the ocean below. This is just one example of what we could do with all four of these put together. Now, what if we were to move on to another scene? Let's say a beautiful sunset. Or, how about we take a stroll down the streets of Paris? And of course, what can make this interaction a little bit better? But some music. So everything that we've shown you here today is an introduction to the world that LifeSpace UX can create for us. We know that when you combine product and content together, you have something very beneficial for your user. But when the product actually stimulates the content creation, like what we're seeing here, that's where you get something that goes beyond our imagination. Sony is definitely intent on pursuing this path in the future, and we hope you guys are excited for the coming years. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah.